Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Ma'am Kat, your Superman. So, kung hindi ka pa nakasubscribe sa channel ko, please subscribe now and do not forget to hit the notification bell para lagi kang updated sa bagong video ko. We are in Math 6 third quarter, week 5, which is all about speed, distance, and time. Before we start, let us know what is speed. Speed is a scalar quantity that refers to how fast an object is moving. So when we say scalar, it has numerical value. So speed is one of an example of scalar quantity. So do you remember this triangle? Yes, we use this triangle in our week 2, which is all about percentage, rate, and base. We can also use this in our lesson today. Or we can say also that speed is the ratio between distance and the traveled time of an object, or the distance traveled and the time traveled of an object. So we use the formula speed is equal to, since we are going to get the ratio of the distance over the time traveled, or speed is equal to distance divided by time. Using our triangle, we have speed is equal to distance over time. So we use this triangle uh, in diverting formula. The table shows here the list of units that commonly used in speed and their abbreviation. So we have here, since if we have speed, we need to have the distance, time. So if we have the distance and time, we can calculate for the speed. So we have here example of unit of measure that we can use for distance. We have mile, kilometers, meters, or we have also another meters, the same, and feet and centimeters. These are the unit of measures for distance. And we have the unit of measures for time. We have hours and seconds. So we use this to represent, or we use this unit of measure for time. So, and if we are going to look for the unit of speed, unit of measure of speed, if we have here mile and hours, so we have mile per hour. If we have kilometers and hours, we have kilometers per hour. And here are the abbreviation of this unit of measure for abbreviation of unit of measure for speed. And we have kilometers per hour. You can also use the kph, and we have meters per hour, and we have meters per second, and we have feet per second, and centimeters per second. So these are the unit of measures for speed, and these are their abbreviation. So now, let's proceed to the next slide. Example. Determine the speed of a car that travels 100 miles in 2 hours. Now, so let's write the given here. The given distance, since in our unit of measure a while ago, we discussed the unit of measure for the distance. And looking in our example, we have here 100 miles. The unit of measure is miles, which tells us that this is our distance. And another given here is 2 hours. So we have here the unit of measure of hours. Therefore, it is the time. So the distance traveled is 100 miles, and the time traveled is 2 hours. So using our formula, speed is equal to distance over time. Ito yung formula na gagamitin natin. Isa-substitute lang natin yung given. Now we have here, speed is equal to, ano ba yung distance natin? So distance natin ay ito. We just substitute the value. We have 100 miles divided by 2 hours. And 100 divided by 2 is equal to 50 miles per hour or 50 miles per hour. So this is the speed of the car that travels 100 miles in 2 hours. 50 miles per hour. Now let's have another example. Problem is Jessica drives from Manila to Baguio, a distance of 160 kilometers in 4 hours. She drives from Baguio to Benguet, a distance of 90 kilometers in 1 hour and 30 minutes. Determine her speed in each journey. So we are asked for the two speed because we are asked to determine the speed of each journey. And that journey is from Manila to Baguio. This is we are going to get the speed of this one. And then we have the Baguio to Manila. So we have two speed here. We need to get the two speed because we are asked to determine the speed for each journey. Now, let's write the first given for the speed one. That is Manila to Baguio. The distance is 160 kilometers and time taken is 4 hours. So using the formula, speed is equal to distance over time. So we have here 160 kilometers divided by 4 hours. And 160 divided by 4 is equal to 40. And that is 40 kilometer per hour. Or we have 40 km or kilometer over hour. So ito ay fraction. So you can write this as 40 kilometer per hour. So pwedeng ganun ang sulat. Now, that is speed from Manila to Baguio. How about from Baguio to Benguet? So the distance from Baguio to Benguet is 90 kilometers and the time is 1 hour and 30 minutes. So now here, meron tayong sobrang 30 minutes. So we have here speed is equal to distance over time. So ano ba yung distance natin? And that is 90 kilometers. At yung 1 hour natin, class, 1 hour and 30 minutes, we can express this in decimal. So 30 minutes, kalahating oras. So we have 1.5. So minsan sinusulat nila 1.3, which is wrong. No. So that is 1.5 because 30 minutes is 1/2 of 1 hour. Or we write that into fraction, we have 1 and 1/2. 1 hour and 1/2. 1 and 1/2 hour. We can write this as fraction. So now, or if we have here, if we write this as fraction, we use the improper form, which is 2 times 1 is 2 plus 1 is we have 3/2 hour. Kung fraction ang gagamitin, ito. Pero kung decimal, 1.5 ang gagamitin. Any of the two, alin man dyan ay tama. So we have here divided by 1.5 hours. So 1.5 hours yung ginamit ko. So we have 90 divided by 1.5 and that is equal to 60 kilometers per hour or 60 km over hour or 60 kilometers per hour. Now, what if we have the fraction? Ginamit mo si fraction, we have 90 kilometers over 3/2 hour. That is equal to 90. Di ba pag division, we get the reciprocal of the divisor, which is 2/3, and then change multiplication, division to multiplication. So we have here 2 times 90 is 180 divided by 3. 180 divided by 3 is 60. 60 kilometers per hour. So the same lang, kahit fraction pa yung gamitin natin. The speed of her journey are 40 kilometers per hour from Manila to Baguio, and the speed from Baguio to Manila is 60 kilometers per hour. And the speed of Jessica's journey. Example number 2. So, speed that only used in calculating the speed of the car. Hindi lang siya sa speed ng car. Pwede rin siya sa speed kung gaano kabilis magtrabaho. Diba? So, here in our example number 2, we have Johnny can type 960 words in 20 minutes. Calculate his typing speed. Dalawa yung kukunin natin. In A, we are going to calculate the speed of words per minute. While in B, we need to calculate the speed of typing a word per hour. Per hour, yung isa per minute. So, dalawa yung kukunin natin. Now, let's write the given in our example. For answering number 1, or for answering letter A question, word per minute, the number of words that Johnny can type is 960. And the given time is 20 minutes. So, walang problema kasi yung given natin in terms of minute na. So, tama siya. Walang problema. Madali siya. So, we just need to get speed is equal to the number of words he can type is 960 divided by the time, which is 20 minutes. So, here we have 960 divided by 20 is simply 48. So, we have here 48 words per minute. 8 words per minute. Ibig sabihin nito, nakakapag-type siya ng 48 words sa loob ng isang minuto. So, that is Johnny's typing speed per minute. Now, let's compute if we are need to get the words per hour. Ilan naman yung natatype niya sa loob ng isang oras? So, let's write the given again. We have the given 20 minutes. We should express 20 minutes. Kanina, wala tayong naging problema kasi ang ating given ay minutes na. But here, we are asked to calculate for words per hour. Eh, ang given natin, 20 minutes. Kaya we need to express 20 minutes in hour. Kailangan hour yung kanyang unit of measure. So, how are we going to express that? So, we have 20 minutes times, ilang minuto ba sa isang oras? Di ba, we have 60 minutes in 1 hour. So, we have times 1 hour over 60 minutes. Now, hindi pa to yung pinakasagot, ha? Nagko-convert lang tayo ng minutes to hour. So, that is equal to 20 hour. We multiply lang natin to. 20 hour over 60. So, that is, kung ating i-express to into lowest term, that is equal to 1/3 hour. So, paano naging 1/3 hour yun? Ni lowest term lang. Dinivide natin parehas sa 20. So, 20 divided by 20 is 1. 60 divided by 20 is 3. Kaya naging 1/3 hours siya. Now, so eto na yung bago nating oras. Actually, kinonvert lang natin yung 20 minutes sa oras. Sa isang oras, in hour. Now, let's have compute for words per hour. Typing speed is equal to 960 words divided by 1/3. So again, papasok dito yung division of whole number by a fraction. That is, keep, change, and flip. So we have 960, yung division magiging multiplication, and then reciprocal 1/3, and that will become 3/1. So simply multiply 960 times 3. Wala na yung 1 sa ilalim. So we have 960 times 3 is 2,880 words per hour. So ibig sabihin sa loob ng isang oras, makakapag-type siya ng 280 na words. So that is Johnny's typing speed in minute and in 1 hour. We have 448 words per minute and 2,880 words per hour. Now, so when we say distance, kanina, ginagamit kasi natin yung distance na given if we are computing for speed. Kanina pa natin siya ginagamit, yung distance at time. Ano ba yung distance? Or paano ba natin kukunin kung distance na yung hinahanap? So, distance is the total length of space between two positions. Ibig sabihin, from meron kang point A to point B, yung layo nilang dalawa, distance yon. Ano? And time is the quantity measured or measurable period during which an action or process or condition exists or continues. So, time, ito yung oras. Ito yung oras na nagaganap yung action. No? And then, the relationship between speed, distance, and time can be expressed by the following equation. So, kanina, nakita na uli natin yung ating triangle here, Tekan's triangle. So, hindi na babago yung position nila. So, if we are looking for speed, so kung speed yan, ang ating formula, ang matitira, tanggalin natin si speed, ang matitira is distance divided by time. But if we are looking for distance, tanggalin natin si distance, ang matitira, magkatabi sila, that is speed times time. And if we are looking for time, tanggalin natin si time, takloban natin, ang matitira, we have distance over speed. Division. Kapag isang nasa taas ng triangle at isang nasa baba, division yon. Pero kung magkatabi sila dito sa baba, that is multiplication. So that is the use of the Tekan's triangle here. Now, let's have an example. Drew drives at an average speed of 45 miles per hour on journey of 135 miles. How long does the journey takes? Now, let's take a look of this example. Given tayo ng speed, at ang speed natin ay ito. So, given tayo ng speed, which is 45 miles per hour. On a journey of 135 miles. Ano kaya yung 135 miles? Distance or time? Alright, that is correct. And that is distance. 135 miles. Kasi kanina dun sa ating unit of measure na pinag-aralan, pag sinabing miles, distance ito. Unit of measure ng distance. So, ibig sabihin, nawawala ang time. Now, if we are looking for time, we have time is equal to distance divided by speed. So, distance divided by speed. Nauna lang yung aking speed kanina. Now, let's substitute the given value. We have 45 is our speed and our distance is 135 miles. So, ayan yung ating given. We have 135 divided by 45. I-divide nyo lang siya and that is equal to 3 hours. So, that is the time taken. Kasi, balikan natin yung tanong. How long does the journey takes? Pag nakita niyo yung word na how long, and how long, that means time. How long? Pag sinabi namang how far, that means distance. So, ayan ha. Pag how long time, how far distance. From this example, the answer is 3 hours. So, Drew's journey takes 3 hours. So hours na lang yung ating unit of measure because we are looking for time. Hours na lang siya. Time kasi yung ating hinahanap. Pero paano ba naging hours yan? Di ba we have here miles divided by miles per hour. Di ba? Yun. Divided by miles per hour. Kaya yan magiging miles times hour over mile. Kasi reciprocal. Cancel, cancel. Kaya ang matitira na lamang hours. So, ayan. Short ano lang yan para makita nyo bakit hours na lang yung natitira. Now, let's proceed to another example. Okay, here again our triangle. And the problem is, John cycles at an average speed of 8 miles per hour. If he cycles 6.5 hours, how far does he travel? Ayan. Kanina kakasabi ko lang kapag how far, ang nawawala ay distance. Now, let's write the given. Speed of 8 miles per hour, and we have the time 6.5 hours. We have distance is equal to speed times time. So we have speed. We have speed times time. We have 8 miles per hour times 6.5. So if we are going to multiply, we cannot use 6.5. Diba? Sa multiplying fraction, dapat ito ay maging, we have 6 times 2 is 12, plus 1 is 13 halves. Or we can use also 6.5. So parehas lang yon. 13 halves or 6.5 is the same. So we have 52 miles. Paano nakuha yung 52 miles? So we have here 8 times 13 over 2. And that is equal to, pwede natin i-cancel to. This will become 1. And this will become 4. 4 times 13 is 52. Or pwede ring 8 times 6.5. Parehas lang yun. We have 40. 48 plus 4 is 52. 1 decimal places, 1 here. So, tanggalin na. So, we have 52. So, ayan, kung paano nakuha yung 52 miles. So, now, the distance of Jana or the distance traveled by Jana is 52 miles. So, that is the formula in finding the distance if we are given of speed and time. Now, what if we are asked to find the average speed? Now, let's take a look of this example. Arkin traveled from town A to town B at a speed of 30 kilometers per hour. She or he returned from town B to town A, bumalik, in the same car at a speed of 60 kilometers per hour. So, mas mabilis yung speed niya nung pabalik. Find the average speed. So, pag sinabi nating average speed, class, that is equal to the total distance divided by the total time. So, we have here, sometimes, ito yung ginagawa natin. Total distance, 30 plus 60 divided by 2. And which is wrong. So, kinukuha natin yung average ng dalawang speed. So, to find the total distance, we need to get the speed 1, yung speed ng papunta sa town A to town B, or from town A to town B, at yung speed na pabalik. I mean, yung distance at saka yung time from town A, we need to get the distance from town A to B, at yung distance from B is the same lang naman, di ba? Yung distance nila, kahit magpabalik-balik, hindi nababago. Pero yung time travel, nabago. So we have here, kung ang ating speed ay 30 kilometers per hour, ibig sabihin, ang ating speed here, we have 30 kilometers per hour equals d over time. Kasi hindi natin alam yung distance at time. So now, we are using derivation of formula here. Paano na? Di ba kanina sa triangle natin, we have distance over time is equal to speed, and that is 30. Paano kung kukunin natin yung time? Ito, kinuha natin yung time. Ang matitira na lang, d over 30, kaya ang time natin is d over 30. At ang ating distance ay d. Hindi mababago. That is for the first given. Doon naman sa speed 2 natin, we have 60 kilometers per hour. Ibig sabihin, meron tayong time na d over 60. So, this is time, yung unang time or time 1, d over 30. At ang time 2 is d over 60. Ang distance hindi mababago. Parehas lang sila ng distance. Now, so sabi rin, average speed is equal to total distance over total time. Ano ba yung total distance? Ang total distance natin, d plus d. At ang ating time, we have d over 30 plus d over 60. So now let's simplify. We have 2d. Saan nanggaling yung 2d? Dito sa taas. d plus d is 2d over 2d over 60 plus d over 60. Paano nangyayari yon? So we have d over 30 plus d over 60. Ang kanilang LCD ay, ang LCD ng 30 at 60 ay 60. So 60 divided by 30 is 2. Times d, we have 2d. 60 divided by 60 is 1. Times d is d. Kaya meron tayo nito. Ito yun. Ito yung nasa ilalim. Dito natin nakuha yan. Now, paano naman ang gagawin dyan? I-add mo na lang. We have 2d is over 3d. Paano naman nakuha yung 3d? Ito yung 3d. 2d plus d is 3d. Copy their common denominator, which is 60. Or pwede nating i-lowest term to. We have, tingnan nyo, hindi nababago yung 2d sa taas. We have 2d over d divided by 20. Paano naman natin isosolve to? We have 2d divided by, ang divide magiging multiply, get the reciprocal, magiging 20 over d. Ayan. So, makakancel na yung d dito. Ang matitira, 2 times 20. So, meron tayo ngayon na average speed of 40 kilometers per hour. So, therefore, the average speed of our kin in traveling from town A to town B and from town B to town A is 40 kilometers per hour. So that is for the average speed. Now, I think this is the end of our lesson. Hope you have learned from Teacher Kat. And if you like this video, please like this video. If you like this video, please hit the like or the thumbs up button, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Share this to your friends, classmates that needs some assistance for answering their module. Okay, that's it for today. Bye. Thank you, everyone.